In matters of romantic love, you have many options and suitors. However, because of burdens and getting embittered by a hardship you found unreasonable, you've decided to pass. They were oblivious, or they thought that you were oblivious, but you're very aware and connected to reality. Some of them ghosted or got threatened and left in an obscure way. They've been hidden in the shadows forever, tied to you with an obsession. They cannot believe you declined their offer. They did not see your value before they saw your home, career, or you may have leveled up in some type of way. Some of these suitors have been involved in a body shaming of you. Their behavior has been characterized by delusion. Their realities are very grim. They are not in any position to be body typing and body shaming anyone. They do not have nice bodies. They do not have romantic partners with nice bodies. And they are not having joy and emotional fulfillment in their relationships. To have resorted to disrespect means that they have no real contribution to add. You're being called to create energetic space. They feel like their only outlet for expressing happiness and feelings was when they were with you. However, they got offended and uncomfortable when you made them aware of something that they were once oblivious to. It made them feel like an idiot, not good enough, or revealed their emotional weakness. You may have been acting from a place of passion or expressing about your vision and past. However, because they were so disconnected from reality and existing in unhealed masculine energy, they were aligned with an ego, easily offended, and became fighting, attacking, and aggressive. You are enchanted and alive as you carry out inspired actions towards your fulfilling vision. You have been surrounded by snakes that have taught you important lessons around structure, boundaries, and discipline. You are dazzled by the brilliance of this expanded vision and the fullest expression of yourself that have been learned through these friendships and romances. However, these past options hold a negative energetic charge. They represent continual resistance when you consider their doorways, gates, and entryways that you may not consciously be aware of. You may have once shared a dream, a vision, or have had an intuitive connection. However, they are disappearing and disconnecting. These relationships have been abandoned and experienced a metaphorical death. The reality of the relationships do not match your dream or vision. They are afraid that you know that they are afraid of a failure and they have not been evolving. They are really disconnected from reality, so you are not losing much. They may try to post on social media their other options or other relationships or pretend to be having success, but they know that you see right through their veil of deception. They are really abandoned in rejection. They do not have true love. Their family members do not love them unconditionally, and they are a failure and many of them unsuccessful businessmen. You may feel like life is an uphill battle. You are met with constant clashings, conflicts, and arguments because your vision and the way that you express about your past and how passionate you are about change and creating space for happiness offends people. People are very offended by your social class, your personality, your personal values, and your personal freedoms that have been obtained through all of these lessons, trials, and tribulations. You've worked endlessly to get this life that you have now. But because they are so disconnected from reality, your life brings them from oblivion. And those are stark realizations that are extremely disrupting and emotionally disturbing to them. You make them look like a failure, and their true values become illuminated as truth for all to spectate around you. These people who are disconnected from reality have destructive egos, altered intuitions, and ancestral trauma that has not been resolved. This is not your problem. This is a personal problem. These conflicts have become unruly because people have been wanting to chase clout around your purpose, or they folded on a standard or promise when they cannot live up to your high esteem, standards, and qualities because they're truly not that great. This is why they're offended, because they're not as good as you. Their superficial and selfish motivations have become realized. These people are epic fails. They wish death and destruction on you, or they try to replace you with a convention. They learned the hard way that you cannot be replaced. They ended up rejected and abandoned. They have no options of true love, but because of pride, they cannot release the resentment and collaborate in a healthy way. They are getting humiliated in front of the network, and they will disconnect and disappear forever. They do not have a formidable portfolio like you or your other options, especially the ones attached to your namesake, but cannot honor. They are really a conventional loser that hit a lucky strike when they may have collaborated with you in the past. However, bringing them awareness and exacting your autonomy brought out a very different side of them. People even engaged in crime to stop your vision from becoming true. Create space. Do not hold on to resentment. Their inability to evolve means that they are not a part of the soul family. They are a conventional loser and a waste. Pretend that they don't exist because they really don't. You may have to demand, but they honestly have been drying right before your eyes. You are divinely protected and you don't have to worry. They are not skilled or inept enough to carry out your vision without you, so looking for a replacement was irresponsible and terribly unsound. Their hindsight is 2020, but they failed due to pride. They cannot humble themselves enough to return to you after realizing that there's no one that compares to you. They ultimately wasted too much time and resources in a losing game. Learn to be happy now. Their non cooperation has been making you so sad. These unfulfilling lovers were just making space for all that you desire by showing you exactly what you don't. They are a nightmare, and you are getting everything that you want while they sit there with nothing, wishing they had been connected to reality. Leave them in whatever delusional reality and rapport they have normalized.